Hello everyone, this is Oriana again with a new project for Spectrum Art Creations. This time we're going to do an art journaling featuring the A6 journal by Vicky Papayoano from Stamperia. We're also going to use the Intemperance inks by Lisa Horton. I am very curious to try out these inks because they have a special quality is that they paint in one color in the white and a different color in the dark. So that is gonna be a great idea. For example, this is gonna be orange in the white and purple in the dark. I'm starting with this stencil with dots to add some texture. I'm using black gesso from Finneberg. This usually comes in a bigger jar, but I'd like to put it in a smaller one so it won't dry. And I'm using this bounce sponge to add some black texture to the page. The idea is be able to look the change of color when I add the pigment. I'm doing this very carefree, not with any pattern in mind. Just take a little bit in the sponge, take out the excess and pounce, pounce, pounce. I don't like to waste, so the excess that's still in the stencil, I'm just pressing down to add more texture to the page. And to be honest, I even like this texture better than the original. I start the inking with the blending tool, and I have to confess that I am pleasantly surprised of the color of these inks. It's so vibrant and bright. I'm in love, and I don't have to put that much pressure just to get the color I want. And oh my god, I'm so in love. Let me try the other ink to blend it together. They're from the same family, and they blend so easy, so seamlessly. I'm in love. I cannot explain. I really, really like it. It's not so obvious to the camera, but one of the beauties is that you can see the iridescent colors of the ink, especially in those black spots. It makes an amazing combination. I go back and forth with the colors to achieve a perfect blending. And for those areas that are harder to reach, I'm using these small brushes from Pink First Studios that are a very useful tool to do these small and detailed areas. So pretty. I want to show you how the inks looks in a dark surface like this black paper, and so you are very aware of how you can create different finishes depending of the paper. This is a metallic iridescent, and as you can see, even if the ink looks yellow, it paints purple. This pigment is a water reactive ink, so I'm adding a few droplets of water so it reacts and add more interesting texture to the background. And I'm pat drying the excess. I always say that art journaling is a free form of expression, but I need some boundaries. And believe it or not, this simple thing as distressing the borders makes me grounded, makes me feel like I'm having some sort of boundaries on my art, and I doing a little bit of structure in the whole mess and chaos. Savana by Cristina Radovan for Stamperia is one of my favorite collections. Not that I am very into create things with animals, but these colors, these warm earth colors, are totally in my alley and I enjoy it very, very much. I will cut the border that I will be using to frame my page. And also I have round punch of different sizes, and I'm just gonna punch different areas of the page to include it to my background. I swear it was not intentional, but I love that the colors of the collections are so similar to the ones I choose for the background. I choose this tribal queen for my focal point. And if you browse through my journal pages, you'll find a lot of female figures in them. For me, and you may agree with me or not, I feel that all women are connected. And every female figure has some power inside that I can relate. It doesn't matter if it's an image of a girl crying or if it's the image of a queen. We all have a little bit of both and a little bit of all. So I just love to add these images to my pages. By no chance I'm an expert fussy cutting as my friend Maddie, but one trick I learned with the years is that a little bit of ink distressing the edges goes a long way trying to conceal every imperfection you have. Now to the fun part, the composition. Remember, there's no right and wrong. The best way to know how to put all the elements is just rehearse, present them, and if you like it, glue. Don't think too much. You can fix everything and you can change everything. Just leave the elements in the places that you feel that are right. At the end of the day, you're the only one who should, must, and have to be in love with your page. Nobody else. When you're gluing elements to a spread page, sometimes it's better to cut it in half and then just stick the first part and later on stick the second part. In that way, your paper is not going to break when you fold the book. Now with this, our art journal page is ready to enjoy. I hope you like it, and if you do, please thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. See you next time. Bye.